But it starts here in the regular season. PrideStark Empire versus Just4Fun in our last match of the day here for Week 4, date number 1. Immediately a Richter band away, and now Just4Fun gets an opportunity to rebuttal with the Sephira.
Standard bans so far. The bans that need to go as per normal are Elsu and Florentino. And if you wonder why, we did just get a reminder.
Yes, a very abrupt reminder. Thank you, TJ. Florentino, guys, pretty good at the video games.
Was that your introduction to him?
Yeah, that he voices the character intro videos now.
Okay. Well, we actually had some not, to get a little off on a tangent here, we actually had not the greatest Florentinos in the past, and that caused them to lose because the other side got the Elsu, but
Yeah.
certainly not in that
Elsu versus Florentino is a rough matchup. Ooh, Superman ban, which means Just4Fun need to ban out this Elsu, lest they be forced to face it. That's a pretty easy pickup for them, but that does give first pick over to PrideStark, with Lindis still in the cards amongst Annette and many others.
This is the first time we've actually seen in a while that the big four, essentially, in Sephira, Florentino, Elsu, and Richter are taken off the board. And yes, Lindis, while she has her strings, doesn't find herself at the ban the way that everything else is, because players prioritize different in North America. Arum, the first pickup for PrideStark Empire.
We've actually seen a lot of Arum today, and I'm not entirely sure I'm on the train yet.
Perhaps they're just trying to shut down any sort of dive. They feel like the only way they lose is if their backline gets compromised.
Wait, is this going to happen? Is this actually going to happen right now? Oh, no, it's not. Annette locked in. You teased me with the butterfly, but they take the Annette away from beginnings as well as lock in Telenatus.
So do you think this Arum is just kind of lame Alistair?
In a way, it's not really lame Alistair because she can do the job just fine.
Closer ranged Alistair?
Something like that. I just don't think that they're really worried about that. They're really worried about the dive on their backline, so let's go with that.
The Tulin Omen will join the draft phase. Malik Liliana to answer. I actually really like the full engage that's offered by PrideStark so far. Just4Fun have a little bit more poke by contrast.
Right, and they obviously got the Telenos 420 right, because that's going to be their win condition this entire game. We'll have that. And this is a disaster because Zane is getting his Lindis.
Oh, yes.
Ryoma locked in as well for PrideStark Empire. On the flip side, Just4Fun, for their 3-4, decide to go with Malik and Liliana, now finding their one and final hero to lock things down in the side lane. And scratch that, it's going to be the jungle. It's going to be Nekroth locked in now for the melee jungler. But PrideStark looking pretty scary because they've got power, but more importantly, it's efficiency in the players that are playing them.
And Lindis on Zane.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah, no.
Zane's Lindis has been absolutely ridiculous. I think Zane by himself caused the 100% ban rate in Europe.
Yeah.
They saw that and they're like, no, none of that, please.
I'm really of a firm belief. Wow, that was a hard sentence to start.
It was, it's okay.
That PrideStark's jungler is one of the best in the world. I think Zane is actually incredible this season.
Is he still #1 NA?
By a significant margin, I believe.
Yeah. He's got those stars.
He's got a lot.
He got them stars. Just4Fun, however, find themselves with a powerful composition all the same. Knowing what we have seen from them, is there anything that we can expect with what they have at their disposal?
I'm excited to see Tony Wright on Telenas. He played a very good Slims, which is basically lame Telenas. Yeah. So I think that could turn out really good for the team. And my Onus is on Silent, who has struggled on many of these characters. He's currently against one of the best mages in the world on Liliana. He can win it. He just needs to outplay them.
There's so many things that have to go right for Just4Fun, but it starts with Tony Wright really carrying the game. Vicky has to do great on the Nekroth. And like you said, Silence, I don't think that Silence can beat KZ Fox, but if he's able to keep it close, then they have a chance.
Don't lose mid bad. Let your side lanes take the game. That's our message to Just4Fun.
Well, they have a lot to look up to because PrideStark Empire are coming off of a Game 2 loss as well to BM Gaming, and so everything that we know about these top teams, when they lose, sorry for the next opponent that they face. So Just4Fun will have a tall task ahead of them as our second match of the day for North America is well underway between PrideStark Empire and Just4Fun.
Just4Fun, like we said, are definitely the underdogs here, but they have shown signs of life, a history of upsetting major Goliaths in the North American scene.
The concern I have is their early game is actually not too bad. You don't typically see them get absolutely demolished in the early game, except for that one game against Minority. they keep it close for a couple minutes, and then they really fall apart afterward when they get hit in the jaw for the first time. And PrideStark will hit you in the jaw multiple times.
I think PrideStark just have a clean checklist, and if you don't interfere with that checklist, if you don't stop PrideStark from going objective to objective, winning lanes, grabbing towers, then you don't win the game at all. Because you cannot outscale a team like PrideStark, who plan out their games so well.
Yeah. We're seeing, by the way, the side lane marksman in the top lane for the first time since the first week, when a player did that and was dropped subsequently from the team.
Yeah.
So
Just4Fun rolling that Telenos up top. That is very curious, you're right.
well, thus far they're winning it because KO is extremely low now. So working out thus far.
Why do you think that is? What do you think the reason for them putting a Telenos up top is?
I think they just want to dominate the matchup, right? If you go against, you know, Raw in this Yoma on the bot lane, the range advantage isn't that much, especially because he can go in with that long sword and start wailing away at you. But
Tony Wright does get denied that Spirit Sentinel. We should say
we had first blood, by the way. Beginning went down to Vicky.
A nice pickup. We should say the bot lane, typically, where we see those assassins and marksmen power farmed, it does have a gold advantage, but only when the siege minions start spawning.
Right. Well, it does have for the melee minions.
Tony Wright.
Oh, nice flicker. Wow, he stayed that flicker for the last possible moment.
Yeah, now actually he considered just charging forward at KO. He will do it from the brush. Eagle Eye, KO's in trouble. The flicker, the dive, the death embrace. KO wins out by an absolute sliver of HP.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it did that. I think part of the reason why that went through is because he stopped to use his second ability, speaking of Tony Wright. I think he could have gotten the kill, but wow, the cojones to go in and kill with the newly found level 4 and the Death's Embrace. Wow.
I'm in awe that he bothered to lay out the Death's Embrace. I guess he just didn't want to deal with the possibility of an escape, but...
No, Death's Embrace actually lowers the damage that the other side does. That's why
You're right, the survivability.
Right, and that with the Untouchable.
Tony Wright has the chance for vengeance, though. Beginnings is very low. KO will take the front lines, brawling against them well. Staggered low again, but Tony Wright can't finish these kills. Vicky on the dive, does get the kill. KO swatted.
Beautiful jump in by him.
Oh, they're not done. Thunderbird in. Casey Fox does take Vicky. Now Angela and Silence have the trades. That's good enough for now. Zane finds an answer as well, though. That's a little bit more dangerous.
It seemed like Just4Fun had the advantage in these fights, but at the end of the day, PrideStark Empire still have the advantage by sizable margin.
Secret may be experiencing some tech issues. No, he's back. He dropped his phone, had to pick it up. He's got it now, though.
Oh, maybe not.
Did call a pause, though, from the looks of things, Just4Fun. Having a little bit less fun than they'd hoped.
It seemed like things were going okay for them. They're picking up the kills, but they, you know, when they go in for the kill and even if they get it, the re-engage potential from PrideStark is just so terrifying that they can't really come away with any advantages.
I always try and read their logo.
I don't understand it at all. I do not understand what that means.
I always try and read their logo, and I read it as like,
I don't understand it. If you at home know what that means, use the hashtag Valor series and let us know, because we would like to know.
Nice. They call that a social call-out.
Yeah.
We do have pressure in the mid lane as we resume gameplay. Just4Fun wanting to press in. But PrideStark are keeping them occupied with that pressure, making it a little bit more difficult to contest this Abyssal Dragon that is being taken up. I don't think Just4Fun can contest. Silence is nearby. He has the mobility to get in.
That's right.
Vicky's here as well, actually. The dive! Vicky gets it! Beginning's very low. That's a good engage indeed.
Very well done, and that significantly puts the gold very, very close for their side. They're nearly even at this point. If they can just rotate around the map and get the gold that are coming through these waves, they can maybe make a game out of this.
Vicky and Silence are doing all right, but Tony Wright struggling to deal with KO. And for the second time this game, KO will beat him in a 1v1.
If you're looking at an excellent omen, KO is the person to look at. he consistently gets right next to Tony Wright, who has some of the longest range in the game on the Taloneth on that Eagle Eye, and somehow KO finds a way to make up the gap. Use your Untouchable at the right moment. You use the speed that you get from your Thirst passive, and that's what allows you to get right up on top of those marksmen.
Zane and Beginnings are focusing on power farming Zane, though, and this is something you'll see in every PrideStark game. Look at how far ahead Zane is compared to literally everyone else, and look at how much damage he's about to do to Secret.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Vicky, though, does get Beginnings very low, and that turns the fight. Vicky's doing not bad himself.
Yeah, Vicky's doing an excellent job on the crawl. Look for him to continue to put the pressure on. Zane is playing with fire, though. Not sure if he's stick around here, but I guess they have the rotations, and Just4Fun are playing scared.
Yeah, Just4Fun are playing careful and safe, with the exception of Vicky, who will occasionally dip out for these massive bursts of damage. There he was able to keep Secret alive, although Zane does make it a little bit more messy than that.
The thing is, Just4Fun doesn't necessarily have the late game composition. It's about even, in my opinion. So them standing behind towers isn't necessarily going to help them win the game. They need to make something happen.
Vicky hovers, does find damage here. That's a good judgment played, actually, and he'll get out before beginning his or KZFox can find the damage. Silence goes in of his own accord, will find the kill.
That was really well done there by both sides, especially Vicky was able to dodge the Wailing Blade by jumping out in the nick of time. But again, the advantage goes to PrideStark.
KO, though, should lose. Shocking. He stands back out. Secret doesn't have the speed to catch him. Vicky needs to come through and find the kill. There's the good dive.
So surely he's got this.
No, KO's safe. Vicky will go in. KO finally falls.
That was well done, too. Secret actually took the tower shots. He used his Soul Eater to get that extra shielding as well. Good job by them, but KZFox, he wants revenge.
He's on the hunt. He sees 3 people and thinks, maybe. Oh, he'll keep going as well.
You're not taking this Might Golem. It's mine.
Not this time.
Okay.
Vicky does walk away with it, but it's a narrow thing.
Some good mechanics from both sides. Angela Zoo nearly had that win cuffs if KZFox didn't back off at the exact right time. So good predicting, good, premonition from both sides to try to make sure that they get these attacks off and get these skill shots to land.
Do they dare go for an Abyssal Dragon with Just4Fun in the area? Do they have maybe a little bit of PTSD from the last engagement? Apparently not. PrideStark will go for the full fight. There are 5 Just4Fun members there. And Vicky steals it again. This time, though, they're ready. They slap him down. The snare finds the kill. Zane keeps the chase going. Silence in a lot of trouble. Will get out. Angela Zune with the Ring of the Fiend to keep him safe.
Oh, and the kill up top was there as well. PrideStark are starting to put on that pressure. The only thing that kept Silence alive was the iframes from the unpredictable. TJ, they are pushing in.
Yeah, this mid-tower's under a lot of threat. Silence tries to get in there and hold, and he's got a lot of people in front of him. KO will just brawl out the tower. Death back in 2, keep the fight going.
You know what this game reminds me of, TJ? Is the game between Minority and PrideStark, the week 1. Because...
KZFox, you beautiful madman. He saw that flicker coming.
That was so beautiful. But in that game, Minority played well, but PrideStark just eked out advantages and eventually won the game. That's what they've done this game.
Beginnings. Hurricane Wall, Snare still lands. Angela Zoo's beneath tower, though.
Snare and Hurricane Wall have 2 of the most strange mechanics, and when they combine in that situation, it is just hilarious.
Angela survived, though, as a result. I would like, Silence, are you really going for that fight?
Noma is so nuts. The skill of all these Noma players is amazing to me.
Secret does feel the skill of Ra. Ryoma able to put him in the ground.
And that's another tower. They turn every kill into a tower, TJ, it seems like. 9 kills, 6 towers, that is efficiency.
Yeah, this is the checklist focused AoV. And I do want to say the second Abyssal, it really did feel like PrideStark saw the steal attempt coming.
Right.
Beginnings was just like, go for it, I don't care.
Yeah, we'll take the kill. We'll take the towers out of it.
Silence will challenge now, and he's eaten alive, but does get wave clear. That holds Just4Fun steady for a while.
Until the next wave, and that's 25 seconds on his respawn, so I don't know if it's gonna hold there.
Tony Wright kind of needs to be the main source of wave clear for this. Secret's there with the cleave. The wave does finally fall. Tower still holds. They don't lose anyone else.
And the only one low is Beginnings. Everyone else has plenty of health.
The mid tower now will fall. Angela Zoo tries to escape, and either chained in by the death embrace. Not even the Hurricane Wall keeps them safe, but that's a good shock in. Secret splits the fight. Sure, they've lost Angela Zoo, but Silence has just returned. Vicky's death, though, hurts a little bit more. Tony Wright doesn't really have the damage to hold, and Just4Fun are in serious trouble.
Only beginnings fell. Everyone else is still alive, TJ.
Silent will eat a Thunderbird. Back up. KO's low. Tony Wright can't quite finish the kills. He does get enough wave clear. The
last
match
tower
will stay alive, but Ra's got the last tower as you speak, and he'll actually dive in. He makes that very dangerous. Silence chases the kill. They really want
Tower's
the kill.
dead. Tower's dead.
And the tower falls as a result.
He goes for the kill, and he gets the tower anyway. Ra is a madman. That's an Enraged Abyssal Dragon. He just burned it down like it was a Might Golem.
Yep.
That's Zane. He's online.
Zane farms really fast.
He's got a lot of farm.
We're at 10 minutes, he's got max build. Well,
Yeah.
one item away, half an item away. That's crazy. Oh my god, and so is the damage he's doing! What on earth is that? Hey, double kill to Zane. He'll chase Secret down, make it a triple kill. He just walked into their base, Daniel. He just walked in
He's
through
staring
the
them in the
front
face.
door.
He's just staring them in the face. He does not care. Angela Zoo's gonna die inside his fountain.
Oh my god, the core itself finally falls. PrideStark take game one.
I don't want to call it good, wholesome AOV because it was a little bit dirty from PrideStark at moments there, but that was certainly a dominant performance.